Hi guys, hope everybody's having an amazing day. So if you haven't heard yet, it seems the Oculus Quest 2 will soon be revealed. I believe tomorrow on Wednesday, September 16, it will be the review. And it's an incredible upgrade from the original Oculus Quest. But I'm wondering on what type of graphics will it have? Or how much will the graphics improve? I was pondering on this question, and I believe it will have graphics similar to the Xbox 360 or the PS3. But before I get into a little more details on my analysis, please hit the subscribe and like button in the bottom. It's going to really help grow my channel. Now, the Oculus Quest 2 is expected to have twice the processing speed and graphics potential compared to the original Oculus Quest. And the main reason is because of the Snapdragon XR2 chip inside the headset. Just take a look at this graph detailing the difference in power. It's incredible, really. If you take a look at it, you'll see that it has the CPU and GPU is basically 2 times better than the Snapdragon 835. The video, the pixel throughput, 4 times better than the Snapdragon 835. If you see the display here, 6 times better. Native resolution per eye, 6 times better. It's incredible. And the AR performance, 11 times better. So this is a beast of a chip. It's really good. And if you see some other things about the chip here, it supports 7 concurrent cameras, right? So you could say more precise motion tracking. You got some 8K support here for 360 video. You have some other things, true mixed reality, etc. So the question is, so this chip is obviously a massive upgrade, right? But what graphics will it have? Well, if you compare the previous Xbox generation, you'll notice that the first original Xbox was using an NVIDIA NV2A chip with 64 megabits of memory, while the Xbox 360 was using an ATI Xenon chip with 112 megabits of memory. Based on the analysis of this gentleman over here, he mentioned that on this analysis that the original Xbox had 20 gigaflops, and then the Xbox 360 had 240 gigaflops, right? So basically it's saying that it's a 12-time increase in graphics performance. Now, as we mentioned before, the XR2 chip will only offer a 2-time increase in graphics and CPU performance. But even though that's the case, I believe this upgrade is enough to bring the game quality of the Oculus Quest to the Xbox 360 or the PS3 levels. Take a look at what John Carmack said about the Snapdragon 835 chip using the first Oculus Quest. Now this is the 835, right? The first chip. He said that John Carmack was the chief technology officer of Oculus VR at that time. Notice what he said here. He said Oculus Quest headset was in the neighborhood of power of an Xbox 360 or the PS3. And he goes on to talk a little more in this document about how it's difficult to compare the Oculus Quest to a console because they have a difference in the amount of watt power it consumes, right? You have the high-end PCs consuming up to 400 watts of power, while the Oculus Quest is only consuming 5 watts. So there's a big difference. It's hard to compare, he mentions, but he says it's in the neighborhood, you could say, of the Xbox 360 or the PS3. So since we cannot directly compare it to a regular gaming console, let's do an eye test instead, right? Let's test it with our own eyes. I'm going to show you some games from the original Xbox, so you can see what the graphics used to look like at that time. And then I'm going to show you the graphics from the PlayStation 2, so you can see what it looks like. Then I'm going to show you a game from the Oculus Quest, so you can see what the graphic looks like. And then after that, I'll show you the graphics from the Xbox 360. And then you tell me which one the Oculus Quest looks closer to. Alright, here we go. So the Xbox, look at the graphics on this one. Alright, that's the graphics on the Xbox, the original Xbox. Now, let's take a look at the PlayStation 2 graphics. Take a look at this one. Just look at the graphics. Don't look too much at the game itself, just the graphics. Alright, so that's the PlayStation 2. Now let's take a look at the Oculus Quest graphics. This is the Quest. Check it out. Looks very similar, right? It's interesting. It looks awesome. So which one do you think it looks more similar to? Xbox? PlayStation 2? Let's see. Others say the Quest is a little bit better than both the Xbox and the PlayStation 2. But let's look at the Xbox 360, right? Let's take a look at one of the Xbox 360 games. Alright, so I don't think it's at the level of Xbox 360 yet, but it's definitely close, like the CTO said, right? Now, with the Snapdragon XR2 chip, I do believe it's going to push the Oculus Quest to that Xbox 360 PS3 graphics performance. And this is really a good thing, because what puts many people off from getting into wireless VR is the graphics. You could connect your VR to your computer and get amazing graphics, but nobody wants to have a cable all over the place. They want to have wireless VR. So just imagine going from these type of graphics here to then going to these type of graphics over here. See, it's a big difference. It's too much of a big difference, you could say. But the Oculus Quest 2 will definitely bring a bigger audience, because the Xbox 360 and the PS3 graphics are really not that bad. They're actually pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna end my video here. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or disagree with my analysis, or if you think it'll have even better graphics than the Xbox 360 or the PS3. Maybe it's in the middle. Maybe it's between the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One. Not too close to the Xbox One, but maybe in the middle or something. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, guys.